All right, let's talk about chemical formulas and molar mass. Chemists use formulas to show the composition of molecules. For example, the well-known water contains 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. To calculate the molar mass of water, we first need to know the molar masses of its constituents, hydrogen and oxygen. We can find these on the periodic table. For the purposes of this class, you generally don't need to have any more than 2 spaces behind the decimal when you're using molar masses from the periodic table. And in class, I'll even just use 1 sometimes because it's simpler. But in this case, we'll use 2. The molar mass of hydrogen is 1.01 grams per mole. There are 2 hydrogen atoms in in the formula of water. So we need to multiply the molar mass of hydrogen times 2. The molar mass of oxygen is 16 grams per mole. There's only 1 in the formula, so we can just keep it as it is. So the molar mass of water is the total of the molar masses of each of the atoms, and times the number of each of the atom. So the molar mass of water is 18.016 grams per mole. Okay, let's look at another formula. Let's look at calcium hydroxide. In calcium hydroxide, you'll notice that there's a parentheses followed by a subscript. Whenever you see a parentheses in a formula like this, the number in the subscript applies to all the atoms within the parentheses. So in the case of calcium hydroxide, the formula contains, or a molecule of calcium hydroxide contains 1 calcium atom, 2 oxygen atoms, and 2 hydrogen atoms. To calculate the molar mass, you figure out the molar mass of calcium from the periodic table, the molar mass of oxygen, and the molar mass of hydrogen. Molar mass of oxygen you have to multiply by 2 because there's 2 of them per each formula unit. And the molar mass of hydrogen you have to multiply by 2 because there are 2 of them in each formula unit. So the molar mass of calcium hydroxide is equal to 74.10 grams per mole. All right, let's look at an even more complicated molecule. Barium phosphate. Formula for barium phosphate contains 3 barium atoms, and then we take the subscript, multiply it by the implied 1 here by phosphate, or by phosphorus, and so there are 2 phosphorus atoms. Then we take this 2 and multiply it by the 4 for the oxygens to get a total of 8 oxygen atoms. To calculate the molar mass of barium phosphate, you take the molar mass of barium times 3, the molar mass of phosphorus times 2, and the molar mass of oxygen times 8. You add the 3 of these together and you get a molar mass for barium phosphate equal to 601.93 grams per mole.